Honor Your Live event, player profile series here ahead of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series. We're chatting with one of the athletes on the girls A and B team, and Sydney Schwabe. And Sydney, first of all, now that your high school experience has come to an end, you're starting to move on to your future, and this is certainly a part of your summer between high school and the next part of your life. What does it mean for you to be selected for this competition?
It means a lot. I know there's a lot of great players in North Dakota, so it means a lot to be selected to play in it.
Was there anyone in particular that's on the team that you noticed or going to be on your team that you were excited to know that you're playing with?
I'm excited to play with Jessica Mogan, just I played against her in the state, and she's a really good player, and it'd be fun to have her on my team. And then Riley Satram because I'm good friends with her, but we've never played together for basketball, I guess.
Of course, a lot of great matchups on all surfaces between you and Riley at Mayport CG. So I bet it's nice to get that opportunity to just not have to go against each other and just be part of the same
hmm
team.
Yeah.
Let's take you through kind of some of your favorite moments. A lot of great moments in Thompson, but are there any sports memories that stick out in your mind as, yep, that one is definitely the top of the list?
Honestly, just any of the state tournaments because all weekends are fun just to hang out with your team and spend the night in hotels and just play our best at state.
Yeah, so we mentioned that, of course, as we're talking, high school has come to an end. Your next step is coming up. What are your plans for the fall?
As of now, I'm going to Lake Region State College in Devils Lake to play basketball, and I'm going for elementary education.
All right, fantastic. So, was there any, you mentioned elementary education, was there any particular educator at Thompson or anyone else in general that was kind of a role model to help guide you towards that decision?
Probably my parents. My mom was a first grade teacher for a long time, and my dad's my principal. So, I mean, I think those two kind of helped me decide that.
Course, yes, absolutely. Now, you've gotten a chance to play with a lot of great players over your years at Thompson, and volleyball, basketball, softball. Is there anyone in particular that you would want to play a basketball game with? Could be someone you looked up to, maybe when you were a freshman or an eighth grader, or a professional athlete, collegiate athlete, someone from another team. Is there anyone that comes to mind that you'd want to play a game with?
Um, I've looked up to Callan Hake. She plays for Nebraska. And I just really like the way she plays and she works really hard. And yeah, she's just like energy on the team.
Yeah, awesome. You've had some great coaches there at Thompson, again on all three services. Of course, Jason Brand, especially on the basketball court. What have you learned from him and any of the other coaches that has helped you to be the player you are today?
Yeah, all the coaches have helped me become a better player as well as a better person. They just want us all to work hard and give our best effort. And yeah, just like show up on time, do your best, and give it your all.
Advice for the future Tommies?
I would tell people to not take anything for granted because you never know when it's going to be your last game and it goes by really fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get some insight into your time at Thompson a little bit more. Did you have a favorite class or academic activity that you participated in at Thompson?
My favorite class was probably my nursing class, just because I really liked our teacher and we did like fun activities and hands-on things.
Yeah, awesome. Great. And did you have any pregame meals, things that go on the music playlist, any traditions or rituals that you had to do before each game?
Before each game, I would go into Grand Forks with some of my teammates and we'd get a tea and sometimes go to Qdoba and then just come home and listen to hype music in the locker room.
All right, so what's like the number one artist or the number one song that always gets played or always gets the team jazzed up and ready to go?
Probably Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, get a
Some of her
little,
loud songs we listen to.
yeah, get a little Starships in there or some of her newer stuff.
hmm
Love it. Sydney, again, you've had a great career at Thompson. Again, volleyball, basketball, softball, you name it. You've excelled at it. You even helped us out on a game or two at your live event. We appreciate that. And anything else you want to mention here on the player profile series? Anybody you want to thank at this time?
I'll just thank all the people that have supported me and my coaches and my teammates.
That's Sydney Schwabe joining us here on our Your Live event, Lions All-Star Basketball Series player profile interviews. Sydney, thanks for the time, and we look forward to seeing you on the court there in July.
Thank you.
On our Lions All-Star Basketball player profiles here, we're talking with Grafton spoiler Braylon Baldwin. And Braylon, first of all, congratulations on the honor. And what does it mean for you to be a Lions All-Star?
Yeah, thank you, first of all. And, it means a lot to me. I wrote out a lot of goals before the year started this year, and this was definitely on the list. So to be able to see this game and have it show that my hard work paid off really means a lot to me. It really means it's going to be awesome to go play with some more guys who love the game the way I do and want to compete at a high level. So it'll be really fun. It means a lot.
Of course, you get a chance to interact with a lot of different players on this All-Star team. Anybody in particular that you're really excited to be playing with in this Lions All-Star series?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that, and even though I only got to play against these guys the last 2 years, those Region 2 guys with Wiley and Dane, we were a really tough region this year, and I competed with those guys all year, and it was really fun to play against them. They're both great players, so those are two guys that I've been wanting to play with, and me and Wiley actually used to play AAU together a few years ago, so it'll be fun to join up again and be on the same team. And I've been playing against Cole Holzer for the last few years too, so being on a team with him will be cool. But otherwise, the whole team, I'm excited to play with all those guys.
Again, Wiley Delorme from Devil's Lake, Dang Dang, Foreign's been a walk-in, Cole Holzer from Central Cass, some great athletes, and we've come to know them a lot as well through our coverage this year. You mentioned that you got a chance to play with these great players, and you got to play some great games. Do you have a favorite sports memory of all time?
Yeah, so my 4 years as a spoiler on the varsity team, we had 3 state tournament appearances, which is that's really cool. And all those experiences were great, being with my team in the hotels and playing on the big stage. That's what you work for every year. But my sophomore year of high school, when we won the region championship at the Betty and went to state, that was my first year kind of as a starter and having a role on a varsity team. So it was really cool to go to state that year and prove a lot of people wrong, because I think a lot of people counted us out that year. So that was awesome.
Let's talk about kind of after high school. We're getting towards the end of your high school experience at Grafton, and you're wearing, I believe, a Concordia Cobber shirt. Is that where you're headed, or are you doing something else?
This is we're same colors, but
I was confused there for a little bit. But you had me going there. But what are your plans for the fall there, Braylon?
No, so I just committed recently to play basketball at M State. I'm going to be playing under Dave Cressup. I've heard he's a really great coach, and I'm excited to go and impact his program. So I'm going to be going there, and it should be a great time next fall.
M State Moorhead, right?
Fergus Falls.
Fergus Falls. Okay, very good. Very good. Awesome. And you got any plans for studying yet, or are you still undecided?
Yeah, I am going to go into agribusiness, which is just agriculture business management. I'm going to go back home and work on the farm when I'm all done with college. So having that experience at college will help me out for my future.
I imagine that working on the farm, you learn some great skill sets, and it's kind of an honor, humbling honor to go back to your roots. Kind of walk me through what went into that decision.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a 5th generation farmer. My dad, brother, grandpa, we've all been in the business, as you can say. So just being able to grow up around farming and following my dad and brother's footsteps, it's just always been something I've been around and wanted to do. I've been working out there for the last 4 or 5 years now. So just taking bigger steps towards contributing to the farm, it'll be a good step for me. And that's kind of just how I decided that's what I wanted to do when I was older.
You mentioned role models. What did you learn from your role models on the court, your coaches or any assistants or any program leaders, anything like that that you'll take with you for your life?
Yeah, sure. So I basically had the same coaches growing up through all my life. My dad, he was my dad, and one of my teammate Ryan Hansen, his dad, Coach Hansen. Those are my coaches all throughout off-season basketball from third grade all the way up to senior year. So, and Coach Lolomon, obviously, he's just a great guy, great coach. Just adding him into the mix was easy. I've known him my whole life too. So, those guys have had a huge impact on me. They've trusted my skill set. They've told me what I can and can't do, but they trust me with a lot of things. And just having that trust built with those guys means a lot to me. And I've had a lot of other teammates in the past who have really stepped up and showed me what it means to work hard and showed me what it means to get to the next level. So those guys, my freshman year, my eighth grade year, those guys were great mentors for me going forward. And they kind of helped me build into the player that I became today.
You mentioned a fair amount of players that have made an impact on your playing and your career at Grafton. Is there a player, past or present, could be on your own team, could be someone you maybe only played with as a freshman, or someone from another team, or even a college player or a pro player that you would love to play a game with?
Yeah, for sure. My freshman year of high school, we had a great group of guys. I was sitting on the bench watching them compete at the state tournament, but it was awesome being around those guys. Steven Garza, he played in the Lions All-Star game a few years ago. He plays basketball at Mayville now. He was a great guy. He was the point guard before I was, and he taught me a lot of things. Along with Brandon Albright, he also went to play at Mayville, and Brandon Albright, Steven Garza, Louis Balderas, Will Jiskra, I got to play with my sophomore year, but all those guys, it would be awesome to share the court with those guys. They were great. And obviously, if I could, I know it's all over now, but I would always go back and play with the guys that I played with this last year, all my classmates. Those are the guys I grew up playing with, so those will always be the most important guys that I've played with.
Advice for future players, those kids in middle school, elementary school that have watched you and past Grafton Spoilers play and thought, I want to do that too.
Yeah, for sure. Kids coming up, they just gotta they respect your coaches, because those guys know a lot in Grafton, and they're gonna put you in the best position you can be in. So just respecting what they say, what they do, their decisions that they make. Just learn to accept your role and play wherever you fit well, because they know what you can and can't do, and just pay attention to things, work hard. Nothing's given in high school basketball when you get to the varsity level. So just work for what you want to do, and everything will turn out fine.
Let's get some insight into your experience in the classroom. Any favorite classes that you taken at Grafton?
Yeah, we have a very good program called North Valley in Grafton that is more, it kind of gets away from all of the Englishes and maths and history. It focuses on businesses and health classes and construction and workforce classes. So I've taken a lot of business classes through North Valley and Grafton, and those have been really fun. Me and all my friends take them, and they've just been a good time.
And some insight into any pregame meals, pregame music playlists, pregame rituals or superstitions that you got to do before a game.
Yeah, so every game is basically the same for me. I always need 2 PB&Js before the game, before I take off or before I get to the school. And then when I get to the school, I always watch the JV game till halftime. Then when I get to the locker room, it's get ready, stretch, pray, ball handling, and then I'm out on the court ready to go.
Awesome stuff. Braylon, anything else you want to mention here in our player profiles? Anyone else you want to thank at this time?
Well, I just think it'll be a great experience this summer, and I'm really glad that I'm getting this opportunity. So thank you to all of my coaches, teammates, friends, and family who helped me get to this point, and I'll try to put on a show for you guys this summer. So thank you for letting me come on here also and have this opportunity.
Absolutely. Braylon Baldwin from Grafton going to be competing in the Lions All-Star Basketball Series for Team A/B. Braylon, congratulations. We'll see you on the court.
Thank you, sir.
Right now, we're glad to be joined by Dedra Wood, and Dedra is at Bismarck Shiloh Christian High School, and she's going to be playing at the Lions Basketball All-Star Games this summer, July 15th and 16th, and the 15th, that's a Monday, it'll be at Bismarck High, and the 16th, following day on Tuesday, will be at Fargo Davies. Thanks, Dedra, for joining us, and congrats on making that All-Star team. So first question, what does it mean to you to make this team?
It's a huge honor for me, honestly. Just like I feel really grateful that my coaches obviously really pushed for me to be able to participate. And it's just a huge honor. I've always kind of seen all these older kids doing it and I've always wanted to do it. So it's just a big honor for me.
What players are you excited to have on your team?
I would say it's the one girl from Watford. I got to play against her, Jessica Mogan. I'm super excited to play with her. We played against her, and she was super duper talented player. So I'm really excited to play with her.
Now you're listed as guard forward. What do you like best about playing your position?
I think it's just I can do a little bit of everything. Like I can go post up. I can go like just kind of be able to play pretty much every position that kind of because I could shoot, I can score around the rim. And just that's probably my favorite part about playing that position.
How about give us some things that you've learned from your coaches over the years that'll help you in the future and in this game?
I just think perseverance and just kind of like being able to adjust around people and play with new people all the time and be able to just like go 100% all the time, play top tier defense all the time and just push really, really hard sort of a thing.
Give us your favorite sports memory of all time.
So I have a couple. Some of my favorites are like state track this year is really, really cool for me because I got to win the hurdles and then I also got to compete in other events. And then one of my others is state basketball this year with my teammates. It was just a really good time just to spend time with them for my senior year. So that was really cool.
Okay. So what do you got planned in the fall? Where are you going to college? What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be going to college at BSC. I'm going to be doing track and volleyball. And I will be doing business administration kind of just to get my generals out of the way, but I'm thinking about doing business admin. So we'll kind of just see from there sort of a thing.
Awesome. Best class in high school?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Best class in high school, favorite class in high school?
Best class in high school? I would say my anatomy and physiology class. I really liked that. I learned a lot of stuff and I just thought it was interesting. So that was probably one of my favorite classes.
Okay, one more question before we let you go, Dedra. Give us your favorite meal or favorite song to get you ready for the big game. Pasta, obviously, before basketball games. I love pasta and carbs, just Olive Garden, huge Olive Garden fan. I will love going to Olive Garden. And then I would say favorite song. I kind of love I love Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't know why. That's one of my favorite songs. So that would probably be my pregame song. So, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks, Dedra, for the interview and everything. We appreciate it. And good luck at the Lions All-Star basketball games this summer, July 15th and 16th. And good luck at college as well.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Have a good day.
On our 2024 Lions All-Star Basketball Player Profile Series here on your live event, we're chatting with Dane Hagler from North Star. And Dane, first of all, congratulations on being selected. What does it mean for you to be selected for this All-Star Series?
It means a lot. I've been playing basketball all my life, so that hard work is showing off. Obviously, we fell short in that state championship, but kind of get to play basketball one more time, so this should be fun.
When you saw that you were on that list and you saw the rest of the guys on the roster, was there anyone in particular that you were really excited to be able to play with?
I'd say mainly my college roommate, Tyson Wick. I played, and also the Duffields. I played basketball with those three. And it's nice that we get to get back together again and kind of get one more shot at it and play again. So.
You mentioned your college roommate. You're going to be headed to college down at the University of Jamestown to play baseball for the Jimmies. We talked with you a little bit earlier this year about your decision. Kind of remind our viewers here on the All-Star Series, what was it about Jamestown that made you decide to go play baseball for them?
I love their facilities. I love their coaching staff. I liked everything about them. I just figured that'd be my best fit, and they're going to help me get where I need to be and be a better person.
Do you know exactly what you're going to study, or is that still undecided at this point?
I'm thinking business.
Okay. Any particular venture you want to go with that, or are you going to wait to see what college brings you?
Yeah, just going to see what college brings me and move on from there.
Fantastic. And you've had a lot of great opportunities, a lot of great games. I firsthand have seen a lot of some of your most shining moments there in your high school career. Is there anything in particular that stands out as a favorite sports memory?
I'd say that run we made in the state tournament this year, that was a real fun time. We obviously fell short, but we learned a lot and had a lot of great memories on that trip.
Now you've had a lot of great coaches in your time at North Star, of course, with Jesse Vogt for basketball and baseball, Daniel Grandy for football as well. What did you learn from those guys and anyone else that maybe when you were just starting to learn the game of basketball and just sports in general? What did you learn from those coaches?
Yeah, I've learned a lot from them, especially our assistant coach, Jake Hagler, and he's got me in the gym in the morning, shooting, doing all that, getting prepared for the basketball season. When I was falling in slumps, I was getting back in the gym, working on my shot. Those guys really do keep me going and keep me motivated when I'm playing.
I know obviously you're going to continue to pursue baseball. No baseball series, All-Star series in this time in North Dakota. But is there any player, any maybe former North Star player, maybe your assistant coach that you mentioned, or any current player, or anyone college, professional, any player that you would love to play a game with?
I would say definitely Jake. Yeah, he's my cousin. He really good basketball player. Went to Jamestown to play, and I played in open gyms and stuff with him. But we always say, "What if he was on our high school team? What would it look like?" And that's kind of what that would be like.
Any advice for the future Bearcat basketball players or Bearcat any sport for that matter?
Just work hard, and you're going to reach the goals you want. If you're working hard, you might fall short a few times, but you got to get back up and move on to the next.
Looking at your high school experience there, any favorite classes in high school? Any favorite academic moments in high school?
I would say our sports officiating class we had last year. That was a lot of fun. I learned a lot about some random sports I never thought I'd learn about. But yeah, that was a good time.
So kind of walk me through, because that's the first time I've heard of a sports officiating class in high school. How many kids are in the class? What kinds of things did you learn? What maybe did you not know about sports that you learned because of the class?
Yeah, we had about 12 to 14 kids in there, and it was mainly like during football season, we'd go ref a junior high game, or during volleyball season, we'd do like stuff with that. We learned stuff about like tennis and stuff like that. It was just cool to learn about the different sports you don't see very often around our area.
Do you think maybe when you're in the off season or when your playing days are over, maybe we'll see you as an official somewhere?
Yeah, it's very possible.
Dane, do you have any pregame traditions, any rituals you got to do, any food, music on the playlist, anything in particular before a game?
I just like to listen to a little bit of country music to keep me calm.
Who's the favorite? Who's the top artist?
Zach Bryan for sure.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Good stuff. You can hear some of his stuff on our RNJ Broadcasting Radio Network as well. Dane, anything else you want to mention on this All-Star Player Profile Series, or anyone you want to thank in particular?
No, this should just be a good time. Lions All-Star Game is obviously always fun, but I feel like we have a special team this year, and hopefully it turns out the way we want it to.
Absolutely. That's Dane Hagler from North Star, a member of the Lions All-Star Basketball Series here in 2024. Dane, thanks for the time. Again, congratulations for being selected, and we'll see you on the court in July.
Sounds good. Thank you.